Up, everybody. Welcome to Sketch Day. It's a weird day. It always feels a little bit weird going live on days like this, but here we are. Unless you've been living under a rock, a lot of stuff has been happening, and I don't mean to. Sorry, I'm just closing a bunch of windows here. I don't mean to be small or dismissive or make light of situation. I'm just trying to find my pen. Sorry. Thank you, Vashish. I'm doing better. Mystery. Yeah, I just wanted to share a few thoughts. I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit. It's been interesting. So I started streaming and producing content online a long time ago. About 10 years ago. For those on Instagram, apologies, you don't get to see my face yet. I started streaming a long time ago, and I didn't know what it would all turn into. And you know, here I am. How many years later now? 12 years later, right? Producing content and drawing and sharing what I know and doing what I love with so many people. And there comes a time where, as you work on your craft and you build an audience, that you essentially become influential. You, whether you like it or not, you affect a lot of people. And I don't take that lightly when it comes to you guys and the audience. I had an experience yesterday that was really upsetting. I shared something on my Instagram. And I mean, it was a private message that they reached out, but they said they disagreed with my position and what happened. If you're not familiar with what happened yesterday, the U.S. Capitol was stormed. I'm not, at least I wasn't born in the United States, but I'm a United States citizen now, and it was absolutely shocking and horrifying. And I wanted to be with loved ones, so that's what I did. I was gonna stream, and then I didn't. And I took some time to think about things. So anyhow, I got this message. I should read it to you, but it was quite interesting. I was accused of having an agenda. And I thought about it. I thought about it and I sat and I was like, okay. Yeah, I have views. We all have views. And I was trying to see if I could find my place in all this, I was trying to make sense of my feelings and my responsibility, if I had a responsibility or my place. And what I settled on is I want you guys to know unequivocally, I love you all. I love people. I love life. I love peace. I love happiness. I love having fun. That's what I'm here to do. But I'm not going to be quiet when I see things that I find unacceptable happening, particularly where they affect the safety and peace that I enjoy, would like to enjoy. When I have to have hard conversations with my kids and tell them what's happening, it's not easy, it's an interesting experience trying to explain to an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old what's happening and your feelings. I'll tell you that. It's really interesting. But I don't want to have to do that. I'm not going to tell you guys how to believe or what to feel or that you have to follow me or anything like that. You don't have to. I told this person, like, you don't have to follow me. You'll never hear me say that I hate someone because of how they look or because of how they identify themselves. I try to be objective as much as possible, if not opinionated, but I'll have a conversation grounded in objectivity where possible. Thank you, Tom, for checking in on me. But yeah, it was just a weird, heavy experience. So I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, is I'm coming at you with love. That's all I got. Um, Love for what I do, love for you guys, and appreciation. And if something I say or do upsets you, I'm happy to talk about it. I'm happy to work through it, to communicate. Um, that's just what I prefer to do. But if for some reason you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. You know, um, you don't have to. So that's all I'll say on that. Let's draw. All right. What a day. What a day it was. Thank you, NYC Tours. You're amazing. Coming in clutch again. Thank you so much. I don't know what I'm gonna draw today. I feel immensely is the wrong word. I feel very uninspired. So if you guys want to just talk, hit me up with questions. Thank you, Kishore Lamangos. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna draw today. So we'll see. We shall see. Maybe I'll do mindless cars, but I'll do a warm up at least. I was trying to draw yesterday, and man, that was hard. It was hard to dig deep and be like, all right, I'm gonna be creative. It's really, really hard. So yeah, I I hope you understand. I may not seem myself today. The other thing I want to let you know is I've been up since 2 a.m. my time. I couldn't sleep. All right, I couldn't focus. I've just been kind of stressed and concerned. And that's not to say I live in Washington D.C. I don't. What's up, Vivek? Dude doesn't swim. Hello, hello. I don't live in DC, but I stick out where I live, you know. And sometimes I wish I could blend in. Some of you may be able to relate to that feeling. All right, let's do some circles. So yeah, I've just been laying low. I was laying low yesterday, probably lay low today a bit, but decided to just come and draw. I do have a meeting at the top of the next hour, so I'm gonna try and be quick. You guys let me know what you want to see. Hello, Svetlana. I'm doing okay, Jamie. I'm not doing great. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Mech. I can do a mech. I forget what those look like. The Metal Gear Solid mechs. I'll have to look those up. They definitely have a vibe. Actually, I can probably figure something out here. I took all my markers to another room, so I'm like, oh, not all my markers, but the ones I normally use. Pens, I took those to another room, so feeling a little bit out of sorts. Hello, Studio Perky, thank you. Normally I don't pay attention to the Instagram, but it's one of those days. Simple, mundane, domestic items, calm people down. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it kind of simple. Kick off with some sort of mech here. The request was some sort of Metal Gear Solid type thing. The ones in Metal Gear Solid I liked were they had these like funky legs like that. Maybe it was something like this. Just using a little gray marker technique here to kind of start. Kick things off. So yeah, happy to talk. And I mean, you know, it's hard because politics are just one of those things that, you know, people feel passionate about. Existentially speaking, that's in many ways how we identify, how we make sense of the world and our place, and how we codify our values. So it can feel threatening when someone wants to talk about it, and I understand that and the discomfort. But unless we communicate, stuff like this is gonna keep happening. Unfortunately. What's up, Dom? Is this a limey safari? I think so. I don't really love it though. I'm just gonna say. Apologies for my desk as well. It's just a complete wreck. Complete wreck today. So yeah, I am feeling a little somber. Thank you, Idern Design. I've been watching Sketch Day since a sophomore in college in 2003. That's a long time. That was a long time. So yeah, I mean that when I say I love you and I love what I do, I mean that. I'm not just like saying that. I've been accused of doing what I do just for the money. I can show you the YouTube backend if you want. And show you like literally if you guys were doing this you wouldn't want to do it. You'd just be like, what's happening? Oops, made a mistake there. But anyhow, it is what it is. Let's do that leg. So the nice thing with the gray marker here is kind of takes the pressure off of the drawing. As you're working, you can kind of figure things out as you go. I am still working on that 500-page challenge, so I'll count these as some of my pages today. Because of yesterday, I'm like a whole day behind, so I'm gonna have to draw about 30 pages today, but it's coming along well. Alright. Some sort of sensor array here. Imaging, perhaps. But yeah, man, just wild. I'm curious though, for those of you tuning in from around the world, I know we get a lot of people. And we have Svetlana and Art here all the way in Russia. I'm curious how it's been portrayed. What people are thinking or saying. I mean, I can't imagine. Like I said, what's this? Robot Jocks? I remember Robot Jocks. The first mech I remember is Mech Warrior. I should try and draw one of those. But like I was saying, I grew up in another country. I'm from Jamaica. And the closest thing to this that I experienced, I was talking with my sister yesterday, but the closest thing to what I experienced yesterday was honestly, so it was when I was in high school, and for whatever reason, I don't remember why, but the government raised gasoline taxes in Jamaica. So imagine if in America or wherever you live, the government's like, okay, all of a sudden it's now $10 per gallon where it was like $1 before or something like that. And I was at school, and to give you a little bit more context, I lived in the country, so I lived like basically in the middle of nowhere. Like I wasn't in a metropolitan area. And so maybe I'll do another one here. And so hey, Amorle. Sorry, yeah, it's been a heavy couple days. Anyhow, so we got stranded at school, long story short. Me and my sister and friends. And like I remember getting picked up, and like the streets were on fire. People were upset, right? And it's an unsettling feeling, you know. So when I saw what happened yesterday, and I saw the legislators you know, cowering and fearful. I know that feeling. Like I'm not here saying like, you know, shame on them and can't believe, like, I get it. I have empathy, right? I've lived in life-threatening situations. It's just it's great. I just never, I guess, expected to see that, and maybe that was just short-sighted of me. But it feels freaking surreal, I'll tell you what. So yeah, how about you guys? What are your news saying? Thank you, NYC Tours. Much love. Hit me up sometime on the Discord or shoot me a message. I appreciate your contributions and help. It means a lot. Hey, Lori. So yeah, I am curious. Oh wait, I need to turn this light up. There we go. Curious what or how it's being portrayed where you are. Dumb. Yeah, just like the word wow keeps popping into my head because I can't I can't really say much more or articulate much more than wow, that happened. All right, I'm trying to think how to shade this guy. I think since I've been experimenting with just doing pens lately, I'll just do some pen shading. Pen shading and line weight. That's what I'll do here. Oh, I remember the comment now. The comment was, "Where were you when American cities were burning because of the Black Lives Matter protests?" Which seems to be a common refrain right now today. People are like, "Yeah, what about this? What about that?" I'm like, it's not exactly the same thing. When you have at least as I perceive it, a group of people that are acting on beliefs that aren't grounded in reality, it's problematic. Whereas the other, and unfortunately, yeah, I did decry the destruction of property and violence. It's not something I ever want to see. But quite literally, one of them was, hey, we're protesting against violence. And the other is, well, we believe what we believe, and, you know, we're going to mess some stuff up. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. And like I said at the beginning, if me sharing that is not your cup of tea, that's okay. But I will always try. Cause I can't promise I'll be perfect, but I'll always try and decry violence, oppression, and I will respect people's right to pursue happiness, peace. I've had people around the world reach out and like, hey, this is happening in my country, and I'll speak on that too. When SARS was happening in Nigeria, I don't know, man. I just wish humanity as a whole could come together more. It's a wish. I don't know if that'll be realized, but here we are. Blessings to you too, Latrice. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I initially was gonna stream at 3 my time, and then I was like, you know what? I need to. And I was like listening to news and podcasts, and I'm really trying to just be aware of what's happening. It's not that I'm trying to work myself up, you know, but I was kind of getting worked up, and I was like, you know what? You just go be creative. So that's why I'm saying I don't know what I want to draw today. So I'm definitely open to your suggestions. Whatever you want to say. If you want to know what I'm talking about though, just check out my Instagram and my latest post, and you can read what the person said. And I was just like, okay, cool. Of course, they blocked me. Hello, Raul. China, what's up? I look like a teacher in your school, really? Arnav, yeah, like I was saying, I was thinking about going on a bit later, and then I just decided I need to draw. So someone did ask me the other day, or was it this morning? Yeah, it was this morning. I've been up since 2 a.m. by the way, just letting you know, like I have not slept. So not only am I preoccupied in thought, but I'm just like super tired. So I woke up and worked out for like 2 hours because that's all I could do. But someone did ask me, what do you do when you don't feel like sketching? How do you sketch? I'm like, sometimes I just take a break, you know, and that's okay. This morning, however, sometimes when you don't feel like sketching, you just do it anyways. Which is kind of where we are right here. All right, so that's the first request, some sort of Metal Gear style mech. I'm trying to remember what the other ones look like. Let's see here. Let's see, Metal Gear Mech. Oh, okay, that one. Those are different. All right, we can try and do something like that. I played Metal Gear Solid a long time ago. All right, so let's pick perspective. So you could probably draw like a plane. If you want to go like this, you could find the middle, like so. Have another plane here. Probably do something like that. And then decide, you know, where things like the head or legs are going to be. So a little bit of that gray marker technique here. Similar stance to the other one. And let's see. Looks like they have this like kind of T-shaped thing going on. It's looking down, right? So do something like that, and then I'll do some sort of gun here, and then maybe something like this. Just kind of block this in. Maybe I'll add some other gun or something down here. Something like that. Not sure if they really have circles on these, but Sorry guys, got a phone call. But maybe I want to raise the head up a little bit, so yeah, we'll just block this in here. Like so. All right, I think this is enough, and block in some gray areas here. I'm gonna rotate this leg slightly in my perspective. So I don't know if you can see what I did, but it was pointing this way before. And the pen lines are gonna clean this all up, so I'm not really worried. But I'm just rotating this leg out just a little bit, right? And I might, you know, sketch in some, I guess you could call them techie details or whatever. Blocky bits. Block that in with the gray marker. Just prepare a shadow, not really committing to it yet. So again, this gray marker technique kind of takes a lot of the pressure off of getting the drawing right all at once. Left that cap off, that's not good. All right, let's see. Should we try and use my inking brush today? Yeah, I played Mech Warrior. Vivek, good luck with your exam. How many sketches have I completed? Let's see, today's the 7th, so 6 completed. I've done about 45 pages. So yeah, maybe I'm like 2 days behind. What's up, Blaisdell? Maybe I'm 2 days behind, but I'll get them all done today. I was just like, yesterday just kind of took me out of it, man. Like, yeah, just kind of took me out of it. So apologies there. But yeah, like I said, if I ever post something and you're like in disagreement or whatever, feel free to hit me up, you know. I'll discuss it. It's just always disorienting, I guess, when you don't really have a chance for dialogue. All right, so now, similar to what I did before, at this phase, kind of just block in what the overall shape is with our pen. I'm using a Papermate Flare. All that information's on the website, sketchaday.com/stuff. Reminder, you can always go to sketchaday.com/videos, and that's where I'm kind of building a list of all the videos I've done. Trying to anyways, trying to get there. Sorry, I had a little brain fart. All right, and just trying to think about where things go and maybe what these elements might be. You know, maybe change this up. I am referencing for this one anyways more of the game design and how the robot looks, so I'm trying to stay a little bit more true to that here. All right, let's get this other side, and here I kind of wanted to create some sort of like linkage for the arm. maybe this goes back so or something, and you know, kind of hint at some piston or whatever. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so there's kind of the start of the top portion. How long have we been going now? 31 minutes. Nice, nice. What's up, Sticky Art? You missed my whole speech on politics. Hopefully you're doing all right with everything going on. So for the legs here, I want to do these like capped off bits, then have my pivot behind that. So yeah, these robots are interesting, a little bit chunkier. So the one I did before was more of a Metal Gear Solid style robot. This one I'm trying to do more of your classic Metal Gear style robot. Is that what they're called? Robots? I don't know. I don't want to butcher this. I butcher a lot of things when it comes to, what would you say, sci-fi pop culture. I just started watching The Expanse season 5. I was watching The Expanse before it was popular, yo. But anyhow, I just started season 5. It's so good. Thank you, FGS. Much love. Welcome, everyone, if it's your first time. I'm Spencer. I draw things. Industrial designer by trade, artist at heart. It's menu saying this year. Anyhow, I do hope that... I know I keep laughing, but sometimes laughter is like the only way to cope with certain things. Like, I'm already just laughing at 2021 because not that all of a sudden it's like, oh, the year changes and everything's better. It's not like that. It's just funny because I think so many people were hopeful, are hopeful that things will be different. But there's a saying that a friend, I don't remember who said it. It's one of my friends online, but they said essentially, if nothing changes, nothing changes, and it's true. If nothing changes, it's going to be the same. So why expect any different? You know, if people aren't getting better, or if it, you know, to tie it back to drawing and getting better at drawing, if you don't change your tool, if you don't change what you sketch and how you sketch, how do you expect to get better? You know, it's just not gonna happen. This arm's a little bit wonky, but I'm gonna do some Jedi mind tricks and it'll look fine. Hey, wee Bob. I'll turn the music back up so you guys don't have to listen to just me talking. These are not the arms you're looking for, exactly. So here's my Jedi mind trick. I'm just gonna redraw this portion, and then I'll just turn this stuff here into mechanical things. Use a little darker marker over it. Should be fine.
I didn't get Inception. I didn't get Inception. Oh. I use comparisons to Hitler to win arguments on the internet at the drop of a hat.
All right. So this is enough now, and then I'll just take a darker marker. Oh, sorry, Arnav. Sorry to hear that. Thanks for joining, though. Take care. Take care of yourself. Splendid day. All right, so now I'll just do some shadow work here. I don't mean that in any sort of sinister way, but just like shading in. So you can kind of see here just by even adding that shadow, like it kind of shifts the focus, if you will. Shifts the focus a bit, and then I'll just shade in some dark spots as well. Things I know that I want to be dark. I'm using a cool gray. This is a cool gray 5. And it's just printer paper today. I'm not doing any fancy stuff. No fancy stuff. Question off topic. How do you feel like you've created? Oh, how do you get over it? My favorite thing is to go for a walk or just go outside. Do something that is opposite of what I'm doing. And I find that that kind of opens things up for me personally. So you can try that. See if it works for you. I guess these do kind of have camouflage or something on there, so maybe I'll try and hint at some sort of camo. Anyhow, but yeah, if you're going through a creative block, you can try doing something totally different from what your task is, what you're focused on, and it can kind of open things up for you. Works for me anyways. Oh, I've got some good news. I forgot to tell you guys. I told the patrons already this morning and the channel members, but I did farewell, Vivek. It was nice having you. I did get my YouTube plaque. Like it's not here, but I did qualify for my silver plaque for reaching 100,000 subscribers. So thank you guys for the support. But yeah, I finally qualified for that. Actually, I qualified some time ago, but I guess they just didn't give it to me. So it was cool to get that sorted. It's pretty cool. Alright, so let's add some more details here. So I was just looking at reference imagery, trying to make sure I get the right feel. I'm not saying this is exactly the right Metal Gear, but just trying to make sure I capture some of the stuff that makes it feel like a Metal Gear. You know? Then you can kind of work on the line weight and some more intense shadows as well. So here, for example, you know, I might use some hatching, or if I want to show some sort of mechanical thing, I can kind of just draw that in. Get some line weight here on the outside. See, this is why I like drawing and hanging out with you guys, because I already feel better. But, man, I was just kind of in the dumps yesterday, not gonna lie. Maybe just some texture on this.
I cried during about a boy.
Some more part lines.
I didn't get Inception. I didn't get Inception.
Apologies on the repeating music, but I have been getting some copyright strikes, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get in trouble. Not that I'm using anything I shouldn't be, just I have this batch of what was supposed to be copyright-free music, but then I keep getting claims, so I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. But if it gets too annoying, let me know. I'd be happy to mix it up or do something else. Should be quiet enough, though, that it doesn't bug you too much. But if it does, let me know.
I use comparisons to Hitler to win arguments on the internet at the drop of a hat.
I'm using a Papermate Flare pen. That's what I'm using today. The Micron pens, Lori, I like them. They're just expensive, so I don't use them as often. And I will say, though, of these two, so this is a Unipin fine liner that I've been using. Similar to the Micron, but I do like the Unipins quite a bit. So it's the Unipin fine line, and this is the Micron The felt pen I wasn't loving as much. What was it? The Lamy Safari. I wasn't loving it. But yeah, I mean, microns are always good. Always good. Do you use them, Lori? Or do you use Papermate Flare? I will say I'm supposed to do some content with Sakura at some point. So I have been playing with them just to make sure I'm used to them. More used to them, I should say. All right, how am I on time? I think I'll do some sort of car after this because it's just mindless. I don't have to think about it. That's cool with you guys. Oh wow, Vasisht hasn't missed a session since you started back at school. Crazy. Oh nice, Micron 8. That's what I'm using. Are you doing some fashion sketching or teaching today? If you guys don't know Lori and you like fashion design, say hi on the Discord. I'm sure she would share. Inspired us to do Fashion Week on the show a while back, so we'll be doing it again. I'm not sure what the theme is this week, or if there is even a theme. What day is it again? Just kidding. But I will be on tomorrow. Do some fan appreciation time. So if you have something you want to share, put it in the Show Your Work channel. We'll give it a quick look-see tomorrow. I do go live and love to share your stuff. So check out the Discord. Guessing the color of the car will be blue, yellow, or black. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Any tips for YouTube? Uploaded first of a drawing. World, hit me up on Discord or shoot me the link on Discord, and I will take a look. Tips for uploading to YouTube. I would say watch some videos on video compression. That's something I had to learn, take time to learn. And then let's see, video compression, and then make sure you have good audio. That always makes a huge difference, I think. I think it makes a huge difference. Like when I upgraded my audio here, to me anyways, it made a big difference.
I don't know her.
So yeah, apologies on the shifting times today for the stream. I was just going back and forth. Should I draw? Should I not? Should I draw? Maybe I should just go tomorrow. But eventually decided to keep it going, so. Here we are. The other thing when people are like, when people take issue with your stance on something, well, two things come to mind. One is, if you're only going to consume media from people that you agree with, chances are your list of people you follow is going to be very, very sparse. Like, tell you what, because a lot of people believe a lot of things that you might consider to be crazy or offensive or whatever. So it's like, really? Are you? Or is it the fact that someone talks about something that's bothersome? You know? Because you can choose how to react to it. One of those reactions would be to message the person and then rage unfollow them. But even that's, I don't know, it's a tough one. Like I said, at a certain point when enough people start following you, you do by default become influential, or an influencer, if you will. And I would be remiss to not have anything to say ever. It's almost like, it feels like people kind of say, shut up and dance, or shut up and draw, you know, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I really shouldn't be using these Copic markers on this printer paper, but whatever. Whatever. Thank you, Riza. Yeah, so if you use markers like this on regular paper, you're gonna get bleed through, right? Let's just do a little line work, touch up, line weight. So under the robot, I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker. Right, anything away from the light to give this some more dimension. If that doesn't make sense, let me know. I'd be happy to do a quick, like, breakout explainer of what I mean by that. Away from the light source. Just let me know in the chat. These are always fun to draw.
Yeah, bro.
But the gist of it is, you know, if my light is coming from this direction, for example, notice all the surfaces facing up are lighter. All right, that's intentional to create depth in the sketch. And anything that is away from the light, trying to make that a bit darker. So we have that depth in it. Yeah, you're right, Dom. And markers tend to cause my line work to bleed, so you probably need to, I'm going to show you something real cool on my website in just a sec, but you probably need to find a marker that just This is gonna sound stupid, but it doesn't bleed. And there are some like that, like the Stadler. Is it Stadler? No, Sakura micron markers that I'm using here. Right, so everything away from the light now, a little bit darker. Could keep working this for a marker paper, that kind of thing, but let me show you a couple things on the website here. So sketchday.com, first thing, video list. If you click on that, you'll get a list of all the videos, not all the videos, but a lot of videos here. It's a lot easier to use and easier to find than sorry, brain fart. It's a lot easier to use than the YouTube search, which sounds weird and crazy, but it is true. The next thing is when you click on resources here, you could click on resources, I think. No, it's not going to do it. Okay, so under resources, if you go to pens, I think it's pens. Is it pens? Yeah, so if you go to pens, there's this image, right? And I do a marker test for all these pens. So this is what happens when you use a xylene marker, like a chart pack marker with these pens, and this is what it's like when you use an alcohol marker with those pens. So you can actually go to the website and see what each of these does. If you need a little bit more information, the marker guide will have that for you as well. The marker guide is on the store. You can buy that. Help support what I'm doing here, but if not, you can also just check out the resources page. So hope that helped a little bit, but there's a little bit of trial and error that you'll have to go through with shall we say, just trying some pens, taking your markers, and seeing which one works. That's how I figured it out. Trying to help you out as well. What's up, Roshan? Thanks, man. You just came at the end. I was just gonna do a card to wrap up, but did 2 robots today so far. One with marker, one without. They're all gonna count toward my pages for the day, but let's do some quick cars, or a quick car. You're drawing Hulk versus Kratos. Oh, wow. Sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Should we do the back end? Said vehicle. Maybe some sort of mid-engine thing. Starting to look and feel, I don't know why, like some sort of Porsche to me, but yeah, maybe not entirely a mid-engine vehicle. We can always call it a warm-up, right? Wait, 1, 2, okay. I don't usually draw cards from the back, so it's a little bit disorienting, I guess, a little bit weird. Hey, Mecha Art, Weebob, what's up? Wee Bob, you're awesome. Thank you. I guess we'll just keep it gray. Someone was guessing what color I was gonna use. So just a quick marker sketch. Nothing too fancy. I'm really not happy with the greenhouse on this, but if you draw from the back, how do you know what's in the front? It's a good question. Is that like a life lesson? I thought my kid was just breaking into my internet account because I got an email with his name on it. I was just like, what? But it seems like he's doing something for schoolwork. That was funny. All right, let's keep going. Will I do smoke in the back like the Mortal Kombat character? Probably not. Probably not. Just throw some shapes together, see what becomes of it. We can keep the mid-engine thing going. Cab forward a bit. Very high wheel well. So yeah, guys, my plea with you would be to, and I tell my kids this also. Welcome to Sketch a Day Parenting Advice. Just live life with love. You know? Live life with love where possible. I'm gonna get vulnerable with you a little bit. I used to carry a lot of contempt for other people much of my life because I felt my beliefs justified me feeling those ways about people. I used to be very judgmental. Not saying I'm not, like, because everybody's got things they can work on, right? But my point is, you never know what someone's going through, right? You can't always just assume that what you believe or think is appropriate for someone else. Yes, there is relativity. We just have to listen and love, you know, where we can, just give it a try. It makes a huge difference. You can do that. Huge difference. But yeah, I used to be terrible. I mean, I remember some of the papers I wrote in college and just decrying certain things, and when you know better, you do better, right? And through many hard experiences in life, I've learned better, trying to do better. It's Possible to draw a gerb and jetpad screens. Oh, you had asked me that last time. I won't be able to do it today because I have to hop on a phone call in 5 minutes. But I am highlighting your text, Mecha Art. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to put it in my, let's see, in my notes app here. And I would be happy to, let's see. Where are you? I'd be happy to do it next stream and mail it to you. So happy to do that. So yeah, just be kind. Be kind, rewind. How much time do we have? I don't really have time to do this, but let's see. Can you sketch Spencer? Can you sketch a car in 2 minutes? Some sort of vehicle. And then I'm gonna have to wrap it up, but as always, been a pleasure. Thanks to those who contributed with ideas or monetarily today. Thank you to the patrons and channel members for your continued support. I'll be posting a weekly update video a little bit later today. Much appreciated. Thanks to you guys for watching, for hanging out. Like I said, let's all try and be a little bit better, a little bit more compassionate, willing to listen, to have empathy, understand. All that stuff. I guess this kind of looks like if I change this grill, it could be like an Audi or something, right? If this came all the way down. That's what this one looks like. Maybe some sort of TT or 1 Series. Although Audi's design's gotten interesting lately. Kind of like that heavy line there, though. Like, what if the whole side was just like more flat? Could be interesting. And then, you know, fanned out. Could be interesting. All right, I do have to hop on a phone call. So, much love to you. Thanks, guys. I'll be back tomorrow for sure, though. This was good for me. It was good to get some stuff out. It was good to draw. It was good to feel. Good to talk. And remember, I love you. I mean that. I love you. I'm open. If you want to talk, communicate. If I'm too much, let me know. We'll hash it out. But I will speak up. All right? I'm not gonna stop that. So if that bothers you, have a good one. All right, guys. As always, passion is the process. If you learned something today, definitely take some time to share it with someone that's gonna help you remember and help you learn those things. All right, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.